Okay. So before we get into this mic, the purpose of it is to be on the body. Okay? But the TikTok girlies and people on TikTok, they like to hold it like this. So I'm going to hold it like this. Hey, what are you listening to right now? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. Well, hello there. Okay, I didn't even start off right. So I'm just going to jump into it. So what is a software developer / software engineer? Now, technically, sometimes titles are interchangeable. Sometimes people refer to as developers, as engineers. As we refer back to Google, a software developer designs, programs, builds, deploys, and maintains software using many different skills and tools. They also help build software systems that power networks and devices and ensure that those systems remain functional. 1. 2. Software engineers design and create computer systems and applications to solve real-world problems. Software engineers, sometimes called software developers, create software for computers and applications. So honestly, I mean, hey, is the word the same? Well, is the title the same? Because it's not a word, it's a title. I don't know. But I wanted to give you the information so that you can make that decision on your own. Okay. Moving on. So we talked about the what. What's the why? Why is it important to talk about this? Why is it important talking about getting a job without a degree as a software developer? I mean, who cares, you know? Well, I mean, I care. I'm one. But, you know, who really cares? Over the years, over the past decade or so, employers have been a lot more flexible with hiring individuals who don't necessarily fit the standard fashion or status quo of needing a degree. Those who have graduated from boot camps or are technically fully self-taught are still getting hired still today as developers and software engineers, which is great, right? I think so, but I mean, hey, some people can be, I guess, offended because it's like, dang, I went to school for 4 years to get my degree, and I put on all this hard work to learn all this stuff, and how did this guy or this gal get up in here without a degree? Makes you wonder, right? But I don't think that's the case. I don't think that just because someone didn't necessarily go to college doesn't mean that they're not knowledgeable, nor does it mean that they didn't put as much work, if not more, as somebody who technically had a college experience. Just try not to get your panties or your drawers all in a bunch about it, okay? Let it go. How is this done though? Like what we're talking about this, but how do you go about doing this if you're interested, if you're not interested, if you just want to be nosy, whatever? How? So there's like 3 different main avenues, I would say. 1, we all know, college. 2 is a coding boot camp. And 3 is being a self-taught developer. Now, we already know about the first one, but let's skip to number 2, coding boot camps. There are several, hundreds, a plethora, many, multitudes of different coding boot camps across the country. They have them at colleges, universities, they have them online, they even have them in local, libraries. Actually, I'm not too sure about the library part, but I know that they're in different cities. So if you're looking for one that's, nearby, if you want to go in person, you have that option. If you want to register online for a popular coding boot camp that's well known or one that you've done enough research on, then you can do that as well. The courses that coding boot camps offer can vary from focusing on cybersecurity to web development to AI or anything in between. They also have courses on specific languages like Ruby, PHP, Python, Java, JavaScript, and many more out there. The great thing about college or coding boot camps is that you have a community and a sense of community in general. If you're even online, you have forums or chats, or you're in Zoom classes or courses or things like that where you're with someone and you're not by yourself, and you have access to professors to ask questions or instructors to ask questions and be intuitive if you're stuck on something and figure it out together. That's a great thing to have community so that you're not feeling as though you're alone. Some coding boot camps also offer ISA, which is basically an income shared agreement. It's like a loan, but not a loan, but kind of like a loan. If you go to a boot camp and they may say, hey, you don't necessarily have to pay us up front, but you can pay us after the coding boot camp ends. Or in some cases, they offer a program where you don't pay them until you get a coding job or a developer job. Once you get a developer job, between 15 to 30% of your income for that year is going to be used to pay that coding bootcamp off. And then the last form of learning is being self-taught, like fully self-taught. What does this consist of? Like, what do you mean self-taught? Well, basically what you thought it was is exactly what it is. YouTube tutorials, Udemy, Coursera, Skillshare, I don't know, articles, anything that is on the internet for free or some paid, and you're learning it by yourself. There's no help, no assistance or anything like that. That would be the general spectrum of self-taught developers. Some people are a mixture of self-taught, meaning that they have some college and then they just learn the rest on their own, or they have some form of a coding boot camp that they went to and learn the rest on their own. At the end of the day, most developers are self-taught in some type of way, whether they have a degree or that they don't have a degree. There are plenty of free resources out there, such as Free Code Camp or the Odin Project, that offers some sort of curriculum that you can follow to get you started in the right direction. If you've never had experience coding at all, I would definitely recommend one of these sources if you're interested in learning something new. YouTube is a wonderful resource, and I'm gonna say that to the day I die. It's a wonderful resource. Shouldn't rely on it for everything, but it definitely has plenty of different content that is beneficial, that's educational across the board. But the biggest con with being self-taught is that you really don't have anybody there to help you. Unless you're on forums or you have friends who are learning to code with you, it's really hard to keep yourself motivated or disciplined to continue learning what you need to learn to be a developer. Because there's not just one thing that you need to do. It's not just, oh, well, you know, I learned how to do math and I can be a developer now. No, it's like, it's multifaceted, if you will. It's different layers you have to peel back. But slowly but surely, if you keep at it, it's definitely possible. So who is this information for? Who is this really targeted towards? I would really say me. I don't know if that was the right response, but I'm gonna say this information is for me. Yeah. And you can take it how you want to take it, if you want to take it at all. And that's on you. Now, before we go anywhere, I'm gonna give this disclaimer. I'm not telling anybody to drop out. I'm not saying you don't need an education. I'm not even saying that it's necessary to be self-taught in general. I'm not saying none of this. I am saying that for those who don't necessarily have the funds, life circumstances have changed your plan that you had for education, there are other options out there, especially if you want to be in the tech industry. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's just leave it there. Okay, girl. Moving on. But yeah, I think that's all my major points. I hope this covers everything in the rubric and all the criteria that is needed. Oh, wait, let me do my YouTube thing. Hold on. Let me do, I promise I'm not a YouTuber, but I'm about to do the YouTube thing. Hold on, what they be doing? But that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found something educational. You learned something from this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content. Definitely hit that bell for notifications so that you're notified every time I post. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace out. A-Town down. Bye.
How can something so beautiful orbit my mind? So lost, I'm so lost, I'm so